Yo! Welcome everybody to a very special edition of eXtv. In fact, this marks our first public showing of me commentating StarCraft 2. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Because I love StarCraft 2. I was going to make our players a little bit of a surprise, but I guess they're already wishing each other good luck, so their identities are spoiled. Over here in the top right on Xel'Naga Caverns here, we have EG in control. He's definitely a top-level player. Tried out for the GSL Season 3. Did not quite make it. I believe he also lives in the Northwest, which somebody told me the Pacific Northwest. If he does, holla! Because I love local players. And in the bottom left here, we have Syckness, which is one of the reasons why we have this StarCraft 2 commentating for you today. Now, TGBF.TV, we have been working on a very big project. And, oh, look at that. He's sneaking that by there. Cheeky. We've been working on a big project, and we're very proud to announce it. This is pretty much the first video talking about it whatsoever. We have upcoming December 13th through the 16th. We have a huge event for you guys. TGBF.TV StarCraft Showdown Season 0. It's going to be awesome. We got 4 players, and those 4 players all have ties to the TF2 community, which is, you know, why we're watching Syckness right now. He used to be a top-level scout sniper for Evil Geniuses, ironically enough, considering he's facing one today. And the man was a top-level TF2 player, but he, you know, was changed games. He's playing StarCraft 2 now, and he also is runs the website Strat Bunker with his brother Nadagast. Nadagast? I think there's a couple different ways you could say it. We're still checking in on that. But Nadagast also played TF2 briefly, so he's got a little link there. Our third player, who is also a big StarCraft 2 name and also has some bit ties to TF2, is Torch, who is also currently in Korea. He is sponsored by VT Gaming, but has been playing in the Startail house. I had an opportunity to speak with him briefly in the lead up to this tournament, and he's a very charming fellow. We're happy to have all of these players agreeing to play in our tournament. Now, the tournament is a 4-player invitational. The only player that I have yet to mention is Jaeger, the famous, well-known soldier for complexity, one of the top-level soldiers out there for TF2. He's still involved in the scene, and he's got a stream up that he was testing to stream some StarCraft and some TF2. And he's also done a lot of community videos, so he's just a great, outstanding guy. We're really happy to have all of those players. It's going to be a best-of-3 series, round robin. So all the players are going to play each other in the group stage, and then the 2 players leading in the win-loss categories out of that round robin will advance to the championship. Now, the players are playing for some prizes, which is really sweet. There's going to be NVIDIA GTX 460 OC coming from NVIDIA themselves. Big shout out to those guys. That's awesome. And, you know, we also have a 2nd and 3rd place prize coming from Patriot Memory with 2 high-performance SSD drives, which is sweet. SSD drives are awesome. Really great for your booting or high-level recording. So this drone for Syckness is still stuck back here, which is pretty funny. Just doing a little bit of late scouting. You'll probably poke that in sometime. And he's just getting a little bit of Zerglings up here. Now, I'm really excited, too, about the race mix that we have for our tournament, as Syckness is a Zergling player, Jaeger is Protoss, and then Torch and Nadagast are both Terran. So we had the Neapolitan going for a while, and then we got Torch to agree to it. So 2 Terran players. But that means we'll see TVT once, and then we'll have quite an interesting mix of matches. And it's going to be December 13th through 16th, as I mentioned previously. The schedule is up on TGBF.TV, and you'll also be able to see the games on Gamescast TV, Gamescast.tv, which is also where Day9's Daily is, alongside other great casters like Team Spooky and Level Up. And I know there's a couple other great Street Fighter casters I'm forgetting there. But it's a great site, and involved with that is Fishsticks, who is going to be my co-commentator for this tournament. Really excited about it. He's a great guy. We've had fun. We've done some trial runs, played a little StarCraft together. And Andy Zoom is still involved, and him and Shed are going to take care of the hosting duties, while Fishsticks and I focus strictly on the commentating. So the first match, or the first best of 3 series, will start at 7 o'clock Pacific, PST. That's going to be noon in Korea, and 10 o'clock p.m. on Monday night on the East Coast. And the second best of 3 series for each night will be played at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, or sorry, 9 o'clock Pacific Time, 12 o'clock midnight Eastern Time. So a little bit of late night, and there is no GSL that week, so don't worry. The semifinals are being played, will be played by the time this goes up, and the finals are going to take place after our tournament. So it's a nice little precursor in that sense. So Syckness getting pushed up on now. He's got these Zerglings out here, but only a Roach and this Queen. He's got the Spore Crawler defensive, but not really needing to be used, as there's no starport out whatsoever. Actually, the Dark Shrine, so at least he will have actually the Observer, the Detector with that Spore Crawler, which is really nice. He might have scouted that with the drone. I've been a little busy yapping away about this tournament, but what can I say? I'm really excited about it. And I mean, to hype up this tournament, I'm doing these StarCraft videos. We have this one, and we're going to watch the rest of the games of this series, and I might watch some other games from MLG Dallas. I was going to cast some games of Jaeger, but I realized that the game that he actually got eliminated on was totally mislabeled in the MLG Dallas replay packs. Oh, look at that Changeling. Spotted. I was just trying to get a little bit of scouting information. That the Changeling is a Zerg unit. Not really used that often, but you run into somebody and then it morphs into the unit of whoever you control. So he's got the Zerglings in the back. Going to see that there's no expansion, which is pretty crucial information, but there's a pretty good sized army over here. He's got the probe with him, so he's going to probably warp in a gateway, and Syckness probably has vision of this right now. Oh, excuse me, got this noxious player camera going on. Stop it, stop it. Yeah, I missed the action when I was trying to showcase anyways. In Control had this army parked on the side, and Syckness had good vision of at least half of it. And good work from Syckness here, bringing in a ton of roaches. Oh man, I'm an asshole. I didn't have the protection tab open. Otherwise, we probably would have spotted that a little bit earlier. Stalker's going down here and just trying to retreat away. Was a good use of the blink ability there to save some of his Stalkers. I also tried to turn off hitboxes. I like seeing that information, but it does get a little clustery and obscures the action. Guess it's a matter of preference. So good work there, blinking up the cliffs. Going to see what's going on here. And Syckness, wow, this is a ton of roaches. Switching over the unit count, we see he's got 26. Huge number there. And going to be able to push his way in here pretty good. And just these 4 gates, trying to get charge lots. I don't know if that's really going to be enough in Control to hold this. But good force field, minimizing the number of roaches that can actually get in here and do damage to his army. So in Control, really great work with the Stalkers. And now actually pushing these roaches off. This roach army is dwindling in numbers. But now that they've come down this ramp, these Stalkers getting a little bit of trouble. And blinking back as these reinforcements warp in. Dropping some chainlings. We'll see. Nope, gonna get spotted. This one actually, yeah, parking up on the ramp. I don't know if he realizes what's going on. He might now, but also, yep, there he goes. StarCraft 2 is a fantastic game. I love it, really. Which isn't really, news to anybody. But you just got so many different tactics you can employ, and it really comes down to small level decisions, quick decision making, and how well you can control your forces at large and your forces at small, precision and macro. So it's always really exciting to watch, and we love TF2 deeply as well. We're by no means giving up on TF2. Our shift into StarCraft 2, we do want to, announce, alongside this series of videos, we do want to announce the launch of our second channel, eXtvESports, which will be the home of any future StarCraft 2 videos and any other game that X Television chooses to cover. Because we are just all about esports, want to cover all the different exciting games that are out there. Syckness pushing back in. and trying to pick off some of these Zealots as In Control decides to back out here. It's going to come down to a bit of an economy war, but with EG In Control not having his first Nexus up, and Syckness looking to expand to his third, he's in really pretty good position here. He's got to be careful though as he keeps pressuring this army of EG In Control that he doesn't get too far forward and actually lose his army. StarCraft 2's, a big part of it is knowing when to push, knowing when to attack, which is actually a skill that, is present in Team Fortress 2. Team Fortress 2 is much more of a team game, requires a bit more precise control, no macro really, except just strategical decisions. Referred to more, I guess, as meta. Syckness losing all of his roaches. He's dealt good damage, but really he's going to have to turn on his economic advantage, that macro advantage of having 3 bases, of having, let's check the harvesters. Actually, he's about the same number of harvesters. And Syckness, In Control, not really mined out here. He's getting a little dangerous. Really what's going to happen, though, is when is EG In Control going to take that third base, and what's it going to do for him? He's got 2 Dark Templars out, which could cause huge damage. These are cloaked units, and you need an observer to be able to see him. Oh, that Overseer is going to be able to see him. And he spots him. Now let's see how he reacts to this. Yeah, he's going to have to bring in more Overseers over here, but he knows there's a Dark Templar, and he knows that the Dark Templar is being attempted. But I don't think EG In Control realizes the ruse is up. At the same time, though, I still don't see any detection from Syckness. So the Dark Templar, he's just trying to get his units in there to block his escape and cause some trouble. So another Dark Templar's over here, but this Dark Templar strategy is really not going to hold up. Now that he's seen that it's happening, he's got a Spore Crawler going down. He's got an Overseer. His Spore Crawler is going down over here on his third base, so he can make sure to keep this economy safe. I'm not sure if EG In Control has spotted it at all. Yeah, he's seen the creep now, so he knows it's there. And starting to push in. So the Spore Crawler is finished, though, so he does see the detection. Just having the Queen hammer away at him, and the DT just trying to do what he can. If you're new to the game of StarCraft, you're one of our TF2 fans who's never seen the game, you can learn quite a bit by watching it. And I've certainly watched more StarCraft than I've played StarCraft. I'm getting a lot better as a player, but I'm still, don't make any claims about my talents. And I think even talented players and commentators like Artosis, Tasteless, and Day 9 are learning more and more about the game every day. But on my channel, I'll mostly be doing replays of big matches, maybe showcasing more players like Syckness, Jaeger, players that I'm friends with, and matches between me and my friends. But I make no claims about high-level skill, and any replays of mine that I show on my channel will certainly be a learning together experience, as I do not hesitate to criticize my own play. Now, Syckness moving in here. DT still, the Overseer was lurking, but he's moved away since these Stalkers, and In Control still deciding not to engage, while Syckness is just going for, spreading his creep out and trying to push his expansion. He's got the Pneumatized Carapace going up, which is a Roach, or no, that's the Overseer upgrade, which allows them to move faster. I need to work on knowing all of my Zerg upgrades and whatnot. When I play Zerg, I usually die too quick to get anything cool going on. This isn't about me anyways, this is about In Control and Syckness. In Control has kept sticking with his DTs. He's going for a robotics base, so he might switch up to Colossus. And he also has another robotics facility. You got to have the protection buildings to be able to spit out the units you need. Obviously, with the gateway units, you can switch between these DTs and his Stalkers. Having the switch to the DTs is interesting because it does require Syckness to keep his Overseers close to his army, which he can then use those blink Stalkers to take down. Of course, if they're just sticking right with his army, he's safe with them. The DTs, I mean, In Control is going to need more than this army and a couple DTs to stop what Syckness has going on. I mean, he's got 34 Zerglings and 34 Roaches. That's a pretty high number. He's got more expansions as well, so as long as he keeps you know, setting a pace, he's going to do quite alright in this game. Working behind here, he's going to be able to do a ton of economic damage here, just bypassing these 4 cannons, which really are the cornerstone of eXtV's defense right here. Yeah, that's GG. eXtV knows he's done on this map, knows that it's gotten out of hand. Just GG's out of it, and we're going to see a game 2. So tune in for that next. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.